Are you tired of streaming services that are actually real and provide real services and aren't just a satirical wrapper for the latest iteration of a video game franchise? Well, then Binge Pipe is for you.
I'm a single parent.
I'm a bit of a scamp.
I'm just your average consumer.
We are Binge Pipe!
Here's a look at just some of the quality programming Binge Pipe has to offer.
First, we made a show about cows. Then, we made a show for cows. Now, a show about cows? For cows? No way. You don't deserve it.
Jessica, I know I'm from the future, but I love you.
Bears versus ducks. It pretty much plays out how you'd expect.
It's like pizza, but for women.
Coming soon to Binge Pipe. Please let us know how you wanted that sentence to end. Binge Pipe has mixed feelings about presenting You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, apathy and entropy.
I'm Cookie Masterson, and this is You Don't Know Jack, the game where high culture and pop culture collide. Yeah, it's a fun slogan. We don't say it much anymore, so there you go. Here's a fact. This is a good-looking crew. And right this way.
Time for question 1.
To get started, please think responsibly. What should Bombay Sapphire Gin update its name to? New Delhi Sapphire, Agra Sapphire, Mumbai Sapphire, or Kathmandu Sapphire? Let's see who got it. In 1995, the Indian city of Bombay changed its name to Mumbai. Ask any bartender. You'd be surprised how many martinis are sent back because of geographical inaccuracies.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Feast your eyes upon this. Castaway. Who doesn't know their role? You know, because they're in the wrong play. Elphaba in The Lion King, Elder Price in The Book of Mormon, Aaron Burr in Hamilton, or Kate Monster in Avenue Q. Okay, what'd you pick? Oh, hindsight. Elphaba is from Wicked.
Why don't we do it with Creed?
And now, I want to squawk and roll. I also want to diss or dat. I'm going to read 7 names, and for each I want you to tell me if it's a rock band that has played Lollapalooza or an animal from Richard Scarry's Busy Town children's books. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between a rock band or a Richard Scarry animal. And you're all doing this together, so look alive. All set? Here we go. Lowly Worm. Modest Mouse. Dr. Lion. Wolfgang Wolf. Joe Pug. dog. Dinosaur Jr. Not a lot of rock stars, but decent rhythm section. But player 3, you failed in ways numbers can't truly explain.
Binge Pipe would like to improve your player experience.
Sounds like it's screw time.
That's right, Cookie. Using a screw makes it harder for all the other players to answer in a variety of pleasurable ways. And you'll receive a bonus for each player who chooses incorrectly.
I couldn't have said it better myself, apparently.
Now that's what I call consumer engagement.
I don't need you anymore.
Take a good look at the mysteries of language, bro. What would be an example of semantic satiation using the word CrossFit? Being unable to remember the word CrossFit, substituting CrossFit for every word in your vocabulary, losing the ability to learn new words other than CrossFit, or saying CrossFit so many times it loses all meaning. I love this part. In a word, that is not the correct answer to this You Don't Know Jack question. Semantic satiation means saying a word so many times your brain no longer recognizes it. Which is the long way of saying, we get it, you do CrossFit. Can we talk about something else for once? Here we have close but not close enough encounters. Which title character is an alien? The Martian, the Giver, the Thing, or Her? Well. Player 3 decided to screw. Binge Pipe doesn't like it when I shout at you, but they're fine with this. So who got it? The monster that attacks an Arctic research station did in fact come out of a ship from outer space. I hate confusing titles. I walked out of The Iron Lady furious it wasn't a movie about Meryl Streep fighting crime in a suit of armor. Nice use of the screw, Player 3. Spend this wisely. That's it for round 1. Remember, these numbers also serve as your personality rankings.
Currently, Player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, you're highly valued, but your score is not. We have another screw to help our targeted numbers.
Round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So, do not be afraid to use that thing. The rest of you better answer quick or you'll end up screwed. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2.
This is a real party now.
6 trombones is not a parade.
How about this one? This question ain't nothing to F with. If the Wu-Tang Clan had named themselves after things invented during the Tang Dynasty, who would not be a member? Old Dirty Porcelain, Ghostface Gunpowder, Inspector Hourglass, or Woodblock? Oh, this'll be good. Player 2 dropped a screw on you guys. Hope you're a fast typer. Let's see how that shook out. Could be worse, you know, in theory. There are no records of the hourglass existing before a French monk made one in the 8th century. Old Dirty Porcelain is known for his outrageously profane lyrics about his hummels. Expert screwing, Player 2. Here's your extra cash.
J'ai mangé tous les œufs. 7.
Introducing calculating some hourglass figures. That last question got me thinking about sand timers. You know those little plastic hourglasses that come with some board games? Boggle, Taboo, Apples to Apples, Clue, and Jenga. How many of these games are traditionally sold with any kind of timer? Oh, and include Settlers of Catan and Scattergories in your tally. 3, 4, 5, or 6. What'd you guys pick? Afraid not. Boggle and Taboo usually come with little sand timers. Scattergories too, although that game eventually added a mechanical timer, which still counts. It still counts because it's a timer. It counts down time. No? Okay.
Hey, question.
We'd like to offer you a chance to gain some content while also losing some other content. Would you like a question that lifts Cookie up or a question that hurts Cookie's feelings? Contribute your percentage of the choice now. Well, that was a waste of time. Binge Pipe will select the slightly less satisfying option.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of age.
This one's called A Question That Lifts Me Up. If I, Cookie Masterson, were ambrosia salad, what could you say to me? Cookie, you're hot. Cookie, you're sweet. Cookie, you're well done. Or Cookie, you're crisp. Hope you like what you picked. Ambrosia salad is a mushy fruit salad with marshmallows and whipped cream. And by the way, thank you. Coming up next, type equals squiggly bracket female, comma, author, squiggly bracket.
Except all cookies don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
Wow, Binge Pipe sure has a lot of user data, huh?
Some people would say too much. Those people are wrong. Governess wanted. Fire insurance policies. What's in the attic? Search denied. You must never go into the attic. Whose search history have we uncovered? Agatha Christie, Virginia Woolf, Toni Morrison, or Charlotte Bronte?
And how'd we do? Really? Well, nobody got this one, so, let's just move on with our lives. Charlotte Bronte wrote Jane Eyre, a classic novel that features a governess, a house fire, and a secret locked up in the attic.
Binge Pipe does not forbid you to go looking for our secrets because we know there's no way you'd ever find them.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
I call this one, Marry Me! Asking someone to marry you is nice, but who cares if only one person hears the proposal? If you want everyone to appreciate how frigging adorable you are when you pop the question, how can you reach the most people? A stadium ad in the FIFA World Cup Finals, a celebrity announcement during the Oscars, a 30-second Super Bowl ad, or a 2 a.m. tweet by a U.S. president? Okay, let's take a look. That'll run you about $5 million, and, no. Let's skip the insults. Nobody got it right. All these choices would reach millions, but the World Cup Finals is seen by up to 1 billion viewers. Pretty cool if marriage is one of your life goals! It's time for the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And don't forget, it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. It's a numbers game. I hope you know your numbered titles. Good luck. Player one takes it! Way to go, Player one. You completely dominated this game. Next time, let's come up with a safe word, or even better, a safe phrase. Something like, "You don't know Jack!"
Hey, I'm Austin Creed. You might know me from my career as a sports entertainer, or from my highly successful YouTube channel.
Binge Pipe continues to stick with its commitment to present You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, if you have to ask, we probably aren't streaming it.
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson. I'm here to read the questions out loud and judge your life choices quietly. Remember, there is no I in team, but there is an I in only one player can win. Here we go. Remember, your deposit is non-refundable.
Time for question one.
First up, I prefer to watch luxurious TV. If TV super producer Shonda Rhimes decided to expand her television empire with a line of luxury bathroom products, what would not be included in the Shonda Rhimes bathroom line? Olivia Pope handmade soap, Victoria Grayson wash basin, Meredith Grey porcelain bidet, or Annalise Keating shower seating? So what'd you pick? Well, too late now. You know what? Nobody got it. Let's just cut to the chase. Victoria Grayson is from the ABC drama Revenge, which is not a Shonda Rhimes production.
hallelujah, hallelujah.
Up next, what's the deal with this joke setup? What would be the name of a web series where Jerry Seinfeld picks up different comics in a truck on the way to grabbing a fermented drink? Comedians in sailboats getting horchata, comedians in trucks getting kombucha, comedians in carriages getting kefir, or comedians in hot air balloons getting bubble tea. Who picked what? A lorry is a truck, and kombucha is a fermented sweet tea. And comedian is another word for unemployed, according to my mother.
Why don't we do it with Creed?
It's time for Captain Muffin Top. Sounds like a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one, tell me if it's a body-shaping undergarment from Spanx or a character from the Captain Underpants book series. Answer quick, you'll only have a few seconds to choose between Spanx or Captain Underpants. And you're all doing this together, so pay attention. Okay, let's do it. Slim Cognito. Skinny britches. Cha-cha. Undetectable. Great Granny Girdle. Torx. Wedgie Woman. It's like a human pyramid of failure, but you really boned up that dis or dat.
BingePipe customer retention protocol has been activated.
Uh-oh, camp counselor's here.
Your poor performance has earned you a screw.
You want to use that sucker on the other players to trip them up during a question.
At BingePipe, we just want you to be reasonably happy.
I don't need you anymore.
Oh, here's a good one. I always cry during Pixar questions. If the boy from Coco traded his guitar for a Japanese instrument with 13 strings, what would you call the movie? Coco with a koto, Coco with a dogo, Coco with a mobo, or Coco with an oboe? Oh, watch out. Player 3 just let loose a screw. Remember, good things come in small packages. Okay, who chose what? Not to ruin the suspense, but you all missed it. A koto has 13 strings and a rectangular shape. And it may have the ability to connect you with your dead ancestors. I don't really know. I gave up after 2 lessons. Nicely done with that screw, Player 3. Have some cash. Behold. Getting real for a second. Which PC keyboard command produces a symbol that looks like my cat's butthole? Shift +1, Shift +3, Shift +5, or Shift +8? Brace yourself. Player 4 has screwed you all. I hope you can still read this. I really do not. Okay, what'd you pick? Shift +8 creates an asterisk, aka a cat butthole. I know. Finally, some useful information. Oh, excellent screwing, Player 4. Here's that cash. And how'd the audience fare? Wow, you'd think a group of people who've chosen to spend their time watching other people play a video game would be smarter. That means that right answer is worth even more. You can thank me later. Say goodbye to round 1. Let's see which of you is my favorite.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 3, on the other hand, you are not good at doing this. Looks like someone needs a little more help.
And keep in mind, round 2 screws screw even harder, and you'll net more cash for each player that answers wrong. So don't be shy about using that thing. The rest of you better answer fast before you get screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
Now that's good game design.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Here's one for you. Music you can laugh to. If someone put a fermata on their laughter, what would it sound like? Ha! Or ha ha ha! What'd you guys pick? You won't like this, unless you're into failure. Let's save ourselves some time. A fermata is when you hold the same note for longer than you normally would. It's challenging, but luckily, as a classically trained performer, I'm able to pull laughter from deep down in my... Well, you get the idea.
Hey, question.
At Binge Pipe, we value your needs. Would you like an attractive question or a question with a great sense of humor? Use your device to select your preference. Here are the consequences of your choices. We graciously accept your choice.
J'ai mangé tous les œufs. 7.
Let's try a question with a great sense of humor. Which of these is not one of the 4 humors ancient Greeks believed made up human biology? Blood, phlegm, black bile, or white pus? And how'd we do? Bit of bad news for you. I hate to spoil the surprise, but nobody got it. The humors were believed to be blood, phlegm, black bile, and the 4th was yellow bile. Yes, there were 2 biles. Just like modern humor, the Greeks liked a good sequel.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Here's one I like to call A Little Help from Us. Okay, I guess I get to take a little break.
Binge Pipe recommends. Because you Googled Demi Moore, pregnant and nude, you might like the August 1991 issue of Cosmopolitan, Playboy, Vanity Fair, or U.S. Airways magazine.
Look sharp. Player 3 used that screw. Embrace the change. Or don't. So what'd you pick?
Demi Moore posed nude for Vanity Fair while she was 7 months pregnant.
It's weird that you Googled that, but Binge Pipe's analytics don't lie. Nicely screwed, Player 3. Enjoy your cash. Oh, and somebody's got a new name. It really suits you. Try this on for size. Fuck yeah, crate and barrel. Which of these is baller in that it makes balls? A microplane zester, a demi-tasse spoon, a stone molcajete, or a Parisienne scoop? Let's see how that shook out. I'm sure you meant well. A Parisian scoop is a fancy name for a melon baller. I f***ing love kitchen tools.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
Coming up, first I'd like to spank the Academy. Which movie won an Oscar for Best Picture in 2006? A film with the same name as a group of crows, a film with the same name as a group of rhinos, a film with the same name as a group of bees, or a film with the same name as a group of sheep? Okay, let's take a look. Don't cry, it'll grow back. Want to see the right answer? A group of rhinos is called a crash, and the Paul Haggis film Crash won Best Picture in 2006. Brokeback Mountain should have won. It's taken 12 years of therapy for me to get to a point where I can say that plainly and without anger, but Brokeback Mountain should have won. Okay, I've said it. It's done. You made it to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And be careful. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Living in synonym. I sure hope you know what words mean the same thing as other words. Good luck. Ice Magnet wins! Nicely done, Player One. You're a real high roller, oh big score winner pants. That'll catch on. But honestly,
You don't know Jack!
Binge Pipe regrettably informs you that we brought back You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, become one with the data.
welcome to the game. I'm Cookie Masterson, and a quick warning, if you are pregnant, you technically count as 2 players. So, divide scores accordingly. I hope it's okay I give you all nicknames. Renegade, Jackhammer, and the rest. And welcome to all of you in the audience who couldn't be bothered to buy the game. I'm adding an audience bonus just for you. The more audience members get a question right, the less bonus money goes to the players. But if the audience really whiffs it, that right answer is going to be worth major moolah. Okay, it's time.
Time for question 1.
First question. Expressionist yourself. If painter Edvard Munch shared his most popular work on social media today, what would he caption it? I'm dead, I'm screaming, I'm crying, or I'm shook. Let's see who got it. As a matter of fact, you are. Munch is the creator of the famous series of expressionist paintings, The Scream. Not to be confused with my artistic phase, which many of my peers refer to as the cringe.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
There is no hiding from the fault in our star charts. I'm a staunch believer in science, which is why I only get tarot card readings from physics professors. Which of these psychic predictions does not include one of the 4 fundamental forces of physics? Beware the gravity of new responsibilities. Challenges are going to heat up this year. You'll have weak interactions with loved ones, or you'll have strong interactions with angry wolves. So who got it? Typical Capricorn. Electromagnetism is the 4th fundamental force of the universe, not heat. My magic 8-ball is saying the future is infinite. Oh wait, no, I'm just looking at the 8 sideways.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Next up, running a sparkling clean campaign. And oh joy, it's a Dis or Dat. I'm going to read 7 names, and for each, I want you to tell me if it's a political action committee, you know, the kind that privately raise money to influence elections, or part of the name of a detergent packet for laundry or dishes, you know, like Tide Pods. Don't think too hard. I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between a political action committee or a detergent pod. And you're all doing this together, so focus up. Ready? Let's go. Heartland Values Pack. Vivid White Bright Pack. One Power Pack. Pride Pack. 3T Pack. Platinum Action Pack. Almighty Pack. Most of you earned my respect, but player 3, tough one. You failed to live up to my already very low expectations.
Proactive measures have been enacted for customer fidelity.
Lucky us, we're being joined by the binge rep.
Your lackluster score has earned you a screw.
Remember, screwing during a question makes life tougher for the other players.
Connecting with consumers makes me feel like I could be alive.
Why not try a patronizing saint? What's an example of me mansplaining a Michael Mann movie? Okay, Jurassic Park is about a dinosaur theme park. Fight Club is about a group that fights each other. Gladiator is about a Roman gladiator. Or The Last of the Mohicans is about the last of the Mohicans. I love this part. Yeah, let me mansplain this. Of the films listed here, Michael Mann only directed The Last of the Mohicans. This one's known as Good Tidings My Ass. Every Christmas, carolers come to my door demanding figgy pudding and singing, "We won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some." What crime are they committing? Assault, breaking and entering, extortion, or blackmail? What's this? Player 3 just let loose a screw. No vowels for you. Who picked what? Nope, not this one. Extortion is the use of threats to obtain someone else's property. In this case, my sweet, sweet figgy pudding. How many people have turned to crime over a little figgy pudding? Can't we be happy with just the good tidings? Nicely done with that screw, player 3. This is your cash now. Round 1 is dead to me. Here's who's going to live the longest. I mean, current score rankings.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, maybe you should try winning. When the going gets tough, the tough gets another screw.
And don't forget, round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't forget to use that thing. The rest of you better answer fast if you don't want to be screwed. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2?
Really good stuff.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Coming up, insert reference to one of their hit singles here. Which concert would be an example of The Weeknd not playing a weekend show? A Saturday show in Mexico, a Sunday show in Canada, well, what do you know? My friends, player 2 has unleashed the screw. Let's turn those frowns upside down. Hope you like what you picked. In order to honor the Muslim holy day on Friday, a weekend in Egypt is Friday and Saturday. Sunday's like a Monday. Which is probably why they don't get Garfield.
Hey, question.
We'd like to give you the illusion of control. Would you like a delicate question about musicals or a musical question about delicates? Pick an option on your device now. Your choices cancel each other out. Binge Pipe will select the slightly better option.
Mes collègues sont des crétins. 7.
Try this on for size. A delicate question about musicals. Okay, so I'll try to tread carefully here. In which musical do Vendla and Melchior, how do I put this, share a intimate moment in a hayloft? Dear Evan Hansen, Spring Awakening, The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, or Oklahoma? I love this part. Yeah, two teenagers f*** their brains out in an old barn in Spring Awakening. I said the question would be delicate, not the answer.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of eight.
This one's called A Few Bricks Shy of a Full Set. Suppose Danish company Lego wanted their next Lego movie to be set close to home, in Denmark. Which classic character would we watch go to pieces? Lego Frankenstein, Lego Captain Ahab, Lego Hamlet, or Lego Gregor Samsa? And how'd we do? This answer blows. Your inability to recognize reality is almost Kafkaesque. This is the one you missed. Both Prince Hamlet and Legos are Danish. Sure, having to kill the uncle that murdered your father is tough, but stepping on a Lego with bare feet, that's the real tragedy. It's time for type equals squiggly bracket history, comma, female squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
Hey, so Binge Pipe has some user data they say they acquired legally. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Can you help us figure out the identity of the user based on the song playlist they were creating? C'est la vie, Faith, Girl on Fire. Whose playlist have we acquired? Marie Curie, Jeanne d'Arc, Edith Piaf, or Simone de Beauvoir?
So what'd you pick? Any last words? Too late.
Jeanne d'Arc, or Joan of Arc, was French, tried for her faith, and burned at the stake.
Man, that's some really old data.
We prefer to call it retro.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
Coming up next, the young and the vestless. If millennials were blamed for the demise of trebuchets, what headline would you see? Millennials are killing the girdle industry. Millennials are killing the boulder hurling industry. Millennials are killing the horse carriage industry. Or millennials are killing the sundial industry. Okay, let's take a look. Yep. The trebuchet is not a type of horse carriage. Sorry, not sure why I said yep at the beginning of that. Used in medieval times, the trebuchet, or trebuchet, was a weapon used to hurl huge boulders. They were very popular with baby boomers. Welcome to the attack. when you see an answer that... Oh, I'll just shut my mouth then. Here's your clue. Just add land. Which of these can you add land to and have it fit? Watch the spelling. Player One's got it! Congratulations, Player One. You won by an embarrassing number of points. Is it possible you cheated? Seems at least possible. I'm not making any accusations, just asking the tough questions.
You don't know Jack!
Hey kids, do you believe in a world of make-believe?
Binge Pipe is ignoring our lawyers and presenting You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. If you want privacy, subscribe to a bookshelf.
Hello, I'm Cookie Masterson, and I'm not here to replace your dad. I'm just here to read some trivia questions. Okay, buddy? You know, in a game like this, you're really competing against yourself. No, I'm just kidding. You're actually competing with the other players. And I see we've got some gawkers in the audience, which means I'll be adding an audience bonus to every question. All right, let's move.
Time for question one.
To begin with, I go for the robot sex, but I stay for the heavily telegraphed plot twists. What should HBO title a Westworld spin-off if the producers wanted the title to contain an ordinal direction? Eastworld, Upworld, Southwestworld, or Leftworld? What'd you guys pick? The ordinal directions on a compass, also known as the intercardinal directions, are southwest, northwest, northeast, and southeast. And in Southwest World, you can go to all the Arizona Cardinal games you want, and marijuana is mostly legal in some parts of it.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Behold, 1 + 1 = shoe. Which shoe brand's logo closely resembles the square root symbol? Nike, Adidas, Converse, or Vans? Let's see who got it. The V in the Vans logo looks very similar to the square root symbol. But here's something that'll really blow your mind. The O in the Reebok logo looks like a 0.
Why don't we do it with free?
Here's one for you. A delicious bowl of Fruit Troops and a heaping helping of It's a Dis or Dat. I'm gonna list off 7 names, and for each one you tell me if it's a character from Joseph Heller's novel Catch-22 or a discontinued breakfast cereal from General Mills. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between from Catch-22 or a discontinued General Mills cereal. And you're all doing this together, so pay attention. Here it comes. Applebee. Sir Grapefellow. Buckwheats. Colonel Corn. Captain Aardvark. Baron von Redberry. Hungry Joe. Way to go, most of you. But player 2, you really dropped the ball.
Binge pipe hurts when you hurt.
Great, you summoned her.
Your failure has earned you a screw.
Don't forget, screwing the other players makes it harder for them to answer the question.
You're welcome, devoted customer.
I don't need you anymore.
Here's one I like to call Every Kiss Begins with Klimt. If you've ever been in a college dorm, you know that Gustav Klimt painted the kiss, but I'm pretty sure he didn't paint anything called The Next Day Phone Call or The Making a Real Commitment to This Relationship. If the lady from the Viennese painting The Kiss were depicted going to town on a traditional Viennese dessert, what would that painting of her eating her Viennese feelings be called? The tearful tiramisu, the sobbing in a soccer tort, the pitiful profiteroles, or the choking on a croquembouche? Uh-oh. Player 2 has invoked the screw. Hashtag, you're it. Okay, what'd you pick? Soccer Tort is a decadent chocolate cake that was invented by Franz Soccer in Vienna. And it's just fun to say. Soccer Tort. In the end, chocolate will never break your heart. Yeah, that screw is a good move, player 2. I believe this belongs to you. Oh, here's a good one. Stuck together pages of greatness. Say you visit a luxury spa that plays recordings of classic literature while you're being pampered. If you want your massage to have a happy ending, what is your best bet? Hot Stone and Wuthering Heights, Swedish with Anna Karenina, Shiatsu and The Great Gatsby, or Deep Tissue and Jane Eyre? Let's see how that shook out. Insert banana peel sound effect. At the end of Jane Eyre, she marries her true love, Mr. Rochester. I mean, sure, that's after Rochester's first wife sets fire to his house and jumps off the roof, but this was 1847, so you take what you can get. Round 1 is over. Let's see who's cheating.
Currently, player 4 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand. Wow, you are really doing it. poorly. The data we have acquired demonstrates a need for an additional screw.
And remember, round 2 screws screw even harder. And you'll net more cash for each player that answers wrong. So don't be shy about using that thing. The rest of you better answer fast before you get screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
You're doing so well, Cookie.
6 trombones is not a parade.
There is no hiding from, like lambs to the slather. If Buffalo Bill, the serial killer from Silence of the Lambs, were to run out of lotion, what lamb byproduct could he substitute into his creepy catchphrase? It rubs the castoreum on its skin, it rubs the lanolin on its skin, it rubs the shellac on its skin, or it rubs the ambergris on its skin. Oh, look out. My friends, player 2 has unleashed the screw. Read carefully. So who got it? Lanolin is a fatty substance that's extracted from sheep or lamb wool, and it's used in ointments. Nice screwing, player 2. Here's that cash.
J'ai mangé tous les œufs. 7.
Why not try formation according to perspiration? And oh yeah, French Cutlets Prime Tour.
It's time for a...
Remember to type quick. That cash will be counting down until you lock in an answer. Okay, get ready. Check out this gibberish phrase and guess what real-life piece of advice it rhymes with. Won't sweat, Brad? Sweat, Steven. And don't let that punctuation fool you. Don't freak out. Just calmly enact revenge. Okay, pencils down. Player 1. Looks good to me. At least one of you got it. All right, let's move on.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Here we have the Geriatric Avenger. The secret to box office millions is letting a 95-year-old comic book writer wander through your film. If there were an Etsy store called Stan Lee Cameos, what would it sell? Stan Lee's profile engraved on necklace pendants, Stan Lee's silver hair intertwined on cross-stitch pillows, Stan Lee's fingerprints on decorative clothing pins, or soy candles that smell like Stan Lee. Who picked what? That smell, if you're wondering, is Dr. Pepper, caramel candy, and massive piles of money. When you engrave an image into a material and wear it as jewelry, it's known as a cameo. Take a good look at Octopus, Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein.
Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. It's a monster.
Produced through galvanism. Octopus, Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. Okay, who chose what? Don't even look. Galvanism is the process of creating electricity through chemical reactions, which is what gave the monster life. I call this one Spamalot was already taken. Get out your wallets. The creator of Hamilton is at it again. Suppose Lin-Manuel Miranda's next biographical hip-hop Broadway smash is about the inventor of Spam. What should be the opening chorus? My name is boy inventor Simon Spam. My name is pork genius Jay Hormel. My name is ham-obsessed Chef Boyardee. Or my name is meat magnet Charlie Feltman. I love this part. Yeah, the product is mostly ham, and the inventor's last name is Spam. What are the odds? They're high. The odds are very, very high. Charles Feltman is credited with creating the hot dog, and believe me, one day his story will be told. Jay Hormel is the father of American national treasure, Spam. And there's a million ways my creation can be used in budget-conscious recipes. Honestly, this show writes itself. You made it to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And don't forget, it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Centenarians only. I hope you can guess which things are over 100 years old. Good luck. Player one wins! Nice work, Player One. You won, and you covered the spread. I'm gonna make a fortune from my bookie. Oh, and don't forget... You don't know Jack!
Enjoy this exclusive behind-the-scenes content from You Don't Know Jack.
My name is boy inventor Simon Spam. My name is pork genius Jay Hormel. My name is pork genius Jay... My name is pork genius Jay Hormel. My name is pork genius...
Binge Pipe is still contractually bound to bring you You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, we demand your loyalty.
I'm Cookie Masterson, and if you think this is all some kind of a game, congrats on picking up context clues. Every day I count my lucky stars, you all exist. And since we've got an audience, how about we make this interesting and add an audience bonus to every question? Okay, let's not waste any more time.
Time for question 1.
First on the docket, totally Greeking out. I love Greek mythology. I wonder if there are conventions for that stuff. If the 3 Gorgons and the 3 Fates want to cosplay as all of the Muses, who do they need to bring along? All 3 Furies, the 12 Olympians, a whole herd of centaurs, or nobody? Drop a Gorgon. Okay, let's take a look. Can't do anything right, can you? Look, nobody knew it, so let's skip the formalities. There are 9 muses in Greek mythology, so 3 Gorgons and 3 Fates need 3 Furies to make a full 9 for a perfect cosplay. I've never seen any Furies at a con, but I've seen a lot of furries. I go to a lot of furry conventions.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
And now, Star Accords. If the nations of Earth convinced Star Wars villain Kylo Ren to sign the real-life Outer Space Treaty, which of these evil acts would he still be able to commit without breaking it? Sending a spy droid to Mars without UN approval, launching a 3rd Death Star to Earth's orbit, building a Starkiller base on the moon, or claiming Pluto in the name of the First Order? So who got it? According to the treaty, the moon is for peaceful purposes only. Maybe if it was a star hugger base. All these other evil schemes would be prohibited by the Outer Space Treaty, but the treaty specifically states that any nation can explore space, the moon, and other celestial bodies. So sending up a robot wouldn't break any rules. These aren't the droids you're looking for. They're the droids looking for you.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Next up, press A to get into formation and find your respawn point because it's a dis or dat. I'm gonna read 7 names. For each, I want you to tell me if it's a Beyonce song, an ESRB rated video game, or both. Answer quick, you'll only have a few seconds to choose between Beyonce, a video game, or both. And you're all doing this together, so look alive. Ready? Good. The Last of Us. End of time. Survivor. A Way Out. Halo. Destiny. EXO. Y'all kind of stunk up the place. But player 3, you just plain sucked at that dis or dat.
Dissatisfaction has been noted.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Your lackluster score has earned you a screw.
Remember, screwing during a question makes life tougher for the other players.
Just one more benefit of your Binge Pipe membership.
I don't need you anymore.
Up next, you're a tool. Which 4 tools hang on that little iron thingy next to a fireplace? Shovel, broom, saw, tongs, poker, saw, hook, tongs, poker, saw, broom, hook, or poker, shovel, broom, tongs. And how'd we do? Yep, these are the main 4 that hang on that thing. My granddad used to say a proper fire must be poked, shoveled, broomed, and tonged. Feast your eyes upon this. Where you lead, I shall follow you on Twitter. Nowadays, you gotta be careful not to alienate your followers. Which tweet would cause @thepiedpiper to lose the most followers? Just saying, snakes are overrated. Wow, rats suck. A cat should never be president. Or, sorry, but all crows should go to hell. Let's see how that shook out. Delete your account. The Pied Piper is a medieval legendary character who would blow his pipe and rats would follow him. I lost half my followers when I said my mom's carrot cake was dry. My mom unfollowed me, and so did her friend Cheryl. Round 1 is history. Show me that scoreboard.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 4, on the other hand, you're making everyone feel bad. Looks like there's still some deficits in aptitude, so here comes another screw.
And keep in mind, round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So, do not be afraid to use that thing. The rest of you better answer quick or you'll end up screwed. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2.
We're having fun.
6 trombones is not a parade.
How about this one? Consider your beer held. Help me finish this tweet. Me. It would be really gross if there was a liquor flavored with wormwood. Sweden. Hold my Drambuie. Hold my mead. Hold my Malort. Or hold my Raki. Oh, here it comes. Player 4 just used that screw. Your answers are on the go. So what'd you pick? Malort is a bitter liquor made from wormwood. You can keep holding my Malort. I don't think I want it back. That screw is a good move, player 4. Here's your extra cash.
Las payers se moquent de moi. 7.
Let's try type equals squiggly bracket male comma singer squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
I've been told Binge Pipe loves all of its users, equally.
But can you help us separate our celebrity user data from the rest of the normals? Is Rat Pack available? Is Kandaman available? Is Merbajing available? Whose DMV search history have we acquired? Sammy Davis Jr., Bobby Darin, Frank Sinatra, or Louis Armstrong?
Hope you like what you picked. Interesting choice. Sammy Davis Jr. was a member of the Rat Pack and famous for singing The Candyman and Mr. Bojangles.
Mr. Davis Jr. was not a real rat, but like 85% of our users, he was a mammal.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Try this on for size. This pizza place is under new management. And oh boy, best butt zit slime chore.
It's time for a Miss Nana.
Think fast on this one. The longer you take, the less cash you make. Okay, here it comes. Look at the gibberish phrase and tell me what common phrase it rhymes with. Fascists who crashes crust you trust. And don't worry about that punctuation. It's the circle of life. But it's more about death. to powder, dirt to dirt. Let's see how you did. Player 1. Yep, that's what I was going for. Well, at least one of you didn't totally blow that. Let's get on with it, shall we? Next, bad words. Which of these subtitles for Netflix stand-up specials contains a word you won't find in Webster's dictionary? Reggie Watts, spatial, Dave Chappelle, equanimity, Mark Maron, thinky pain, or Hannibal Buress, comedy commissado? What'd you guys pick? Thinky is not a word recognized by the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Different conjugations of think include thinking, thought, and the opposite of whatever you're currently doing. Take a good look at. I'm not here to make Franz. The only thing worse than being on an awkward first date is having it available in a box set. What would you hear on The Bachelor if the producers decided the color of the flowers given out should directly match each contestant's name? Ebony, would you accept this jasmine? Jade, would you accept this cardinal? Amber, would you accept this sunflower? Or Scarlet, would you accept this violet? Well, well. Player 3 decided to screw. Ever try reading backwards? You're about to. Who picked what? Cardinals are red, your answer blue. I don't know if there is a connection here. Sunflowers are a rich yellow color, otherwise known as amber. Sure, it's okay when it's on TV, but when I try to date 20 women at one time, it's called a cult. Nice use of the screw, Player 3. Enjoy your cash. It's time for the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong... I see you already know the rules. Here's your clue. Traditionally in it. I'll show you an ingredient, you tell me which dishes traditionally contain it. You'll have to one's got it! I gotta hand it to you, player one. I've seen some wins, but that was a real shutout. You know what? Just this once, I'm gonna let you say it. Ready? Here it comes.
You don't know Jack!
Special Agent Benson is used to working under pressure.
2 minutes and counting.